Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Alrighty, so I have a very exciting video to do because we won something.
I know, we never win anything, ever.
Nothing. We have the worst luck winning anything.
I know.
I don't care if it's a lottery ticket or something that like 3 people are in it. I'm gonna lose. I don't care what it is. But I did win something amazing. Something when I saw it come out, I was speechless.
Yes.
Literally speechless.
I really want this in my life.
But it was very expensive. One thing I do collect is art prints. Good ones that are framed and everything and signed by the artist. Actually, it's kind of been something I've sort of gotten into recently, I would say.
I think so.
I have a lot of small prints in a lot of places, but I really kind of wanted to add something special to the walls, which we now have no room for, but we will eventually.
I know.
And my favorite comic book artist happens to have a sort of a partnership with Sideshow Collectibles. And if you guys are fans of Hot Toys or statues, you know Sideshow Collectibles. They do giveaways on that website.
Yes.
And I won one.
Right.
And this was an art piece by Alex Ross. And if you know anything about Alex Ross's art prints, they're always $100 more than what the regular print is.
So much more expensive.
So they're super expensive, and this would end up being about a $600 piece of art.
Well, when he found out he won, he came out of the office and was like, "Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened." I was like, "What? Are you okay? Did somebody die?" I was like, "What's wrong?"
I guess a brief rundown, if you guys ever do get into a contest with Sideshow, on their website there's always a contest section on the bottom. You can click it and you just type in your email and your name, and then if you win, they will email you. Well, I happen to get I've done this hundreds of times, with no win, obviously, so I didn't think anything of it. And I entered into this 2 months before I even got this email. And then one day I saw, hey, you won this. And I was like, isn't that this? And then I was like, wait a minute. And I clicked on the link and I looked at it and I said, no. No. I clicked on who sent it and it was Sideshow. I was like, yes.
It's legitimate.
Legitimate. And then I went through it and sure enough, I won this. So let me show you what it is, guys. This is an incredible piece of art. It is the Perfect Alliance art print. Framed and everything from Alex Ross. Look at this beauty. This thing is gorgeous.
It's so pretty. It's huge. I love it. I love this one so much.
This is just the best. This is the best thing. I'll give you close-ups here, so don't worry about not seeing it. You'll see it in the video of us talking. But this is the most gorgeous art I've ever seen as a DC fan Alex Ross do. Mainly because you've got the Justice League on here.
Yes, you have everyone on here.
The Perfect Alliance.
Right, and then you have that giant, the Perfect Alliance. And you have that giant signature too from Alex Ross, which is beautiful.
So I kind of want to go over what it is when what it's like getting an art print from Sideshow, what to expect. There's 2 options usually when you go to order an art print. You can get it framed and non-framed. Now typically Sideshow doesn't offer the non-framed until they give like a week of the people who want it framed to go ahead and do it. Mainly because Sideshow is framing these, so they're making money off of it.
Right.
So they want to try to sell off all the people that want the frames. And Sideshow does do a really good job on the framing.
They really do. They do a phenomenal job.
It's like a plastic frame, I think.
Yeah.
So it's light. It's much lighter than what you think of like a wood one.
Right.
And that's sometimes a problem when you have an art piece this big and you go to put it on your wall. You have to worry about the weight of it. Where these lighten it up significantly.
That's true.
Also, they do a great job at matting.
Oh my gosh, their matting is so pretty. I love how they always have a colored line around all of it, and it just really brings it in and draws your eye to the center.
Yeah, and then this one they did red, which looks really cool because you can see in the art, it has this just blazing speed to it because the orange and yellow, it just looks hot. Just like amazing, and that red stripe.
Sorry, I just heard Paris Hilton. That's hot.
That's hot. So yeah, I love the idea of that, and I've looked at just buying the art prints and then framing it myself. But to be honest, I've looked in a lot of places. It's not much more to just have them frame it. Now I get it; it is a good idea just to buy if you can't afford the frame yet and you want to do it later. That's the perfect time. Just get the art prints. But if you do have the money and you just want to go with the frame, just go ahead and get Sideshow one. I would recommend it. I think it's lighter than probably a frame you're going to find at like Hobby Lobby or something. And sometimes, like Michael's, their frames are expensive when you have it all together. So again, this is big and I love it. It's awesome and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. And one thing I like about it, I love Alex Ross. He's my favorite comic book artist. And a lot of the premium format statues I have are basically his artwork. So it really matches a lot of our statues.
It does.
Yeah, so as you can see, you got your basic Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and Flash and Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter and Aquaman.
Black Canary.
Yeah, Black Canary. And by the way, the Green Arrow looks just like our new Green Arrow statue.
It does.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Red Tornado. Now, that's a guy that you never see in anything.
Right.
Whatever happened to Red Tornado? Why is he, like, never in any of the talks? No movies, nothing. Like, where's our Red Tornado?
Because it's going to cost too much in CGI, so they're like, no,
yeah, it probably will.
Cut it out.
Alex Ross paints all of his art, so all of it is usually done in wash and paints. And I think it really shows how well they've printed it on the paper they have, where it actually looks like it was painted on the paper. It looks like a painting, yeah. Obviously, it's not real art. That would cost way more money than this. Oh my gosh. But,
thousands.
Yeah, but it is done well enough here to consider it maybe above what you would if you just had it printed somewhere.
Right.
I think. And then Alex Ross also signs it, and he signed it really big here in the corner. Most of the ones I have of him have a white border around the picture, and then he signs it usually small there. And these are numbered too. This one's 35 of 175, so you really don't have much option. Very many
the Wolverine one I got for you from him, he signed it really tiny in the bottom corner. I was like, I'm sorry, but it's signed.
it's pretty small, but still really cool. But I just love the art. I think the art is just great. This is honestly one of my favorite things that Alex Ross has ever done. Just being a DC fan, this is, if you ever wanted one piece, one picture that sort of encompassed everything you like about DC, this would be it.
This would definitely fit for that. I mean, it's gonna, if you want to hang this in your living room or even like in your man cave to put it like above your couch or something, this is going to be a definite showpiece in it. Yeah. It's so large. And it's just really cool. The colors are phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's a large piece. And I was just so thrilled to win this because this isn't something I would have spent the money on. It's very, very expensive. Like I said, this would have been about $600 to order it. And I love the artwork, but that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Especially for a piece of art as opposed to like a statue or something. Right. It's a lot of money. So blessed beyond belief to actually win something, and the one thing I win is probably the one thing I wanted more than anything last year. The one thing you're like on Sideshow. Yeah. So holy crap is all I could say when I won, and just a gorgeous piece of art. I'm gonna stare at this the rest of my life. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, I won that. It makes it better when you win it than when you buy it.
It makes it, I don't know, it just holds a special place in your heart when you're like, I didn't spend a dime on that.
And it was actually very scary when you win it because it takes a long time till they ship it.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of communication. So when they send you that email, it says, hey, congratulations, you won, but you're gonna have to pay for shipping. So just give us an email back saying you're okay with us charging the card on file for shipping, and you're good to go. And I'm like, yes, okay. And I got nothing back, and I was like, a month later, I was like, hey, did I really win this? Is this okay? And then they don't answer you and everything, and then I get an email just out of the blue a couple months later saying that they'll be shipping it soon, and they wanted to make sure that same card was on file that I wanted to charge, and everything's still okay. Right. And I was like, yes. Yes, it's so okay. And then I had to wait another 3 weeks for it to show up without another email. So just kind of take note of that.
And then it said we have some boxes on our front porch, and it sat on our front porch. Our mailman put it with our empty boxes, and it had been opened a little bit. Yeah. So we thought that it was just an empty box for like a week.
It was sitting in we have a porch, and a lot of times we have to put our boxes of all the stuff
all
we
of
get
our
in review.
recycling. Yeah.
And then we tear them up and recycle or burn them or whatever. Yeah. And it was sitting out there because our mailman just kind of shoved it on the side, and it was open on the top. So we thought it was an old box, and it was sitting there.
And Mark was like, hey, how long's this been here? I'm like, I don't have a clue.
Oh, man. But I'm telling you guys, it's one thing I would highly recommend if you guys are collecting a lot of things and you just don't know what you can add to your collection that just gives it a snap, something different. I think it's art. I really do want to recommend art to you guys if you collect anything. It doesn't matter what you collect. If it's vinyl figures, if it's action figures, if it's statues, if it's hot toys, if it's anything, I really think art helps move it into maybe like a more mature or something like that.
Right.
Maybe more mature, more high end, if you will. Even though it doesn't have to be expensive. Doesn't have to be expensive at all. Actually, this is really expensive because of the size and everything. And then Alex Ross signing it, you got to pay more for the artist or whatever. But you can go out and find prints for nothing, $30, whatever. Get it framed. I really like matting. I would recommend matting personally. I think it really kind of upscales the art.
I do too.
It's just my opinion. But yeah, I think it's a great way to spice up your collection. So, again, thrilled to win this beyond belief. I can't even tell you how happy I was. if I was filming it at the time.
I'm so happy that you won this because there's absolutely no way we would have been able to ever really get this in our collection.
This is like a grail piece of art for me. So yeah, very, very excited. So Thank you, Sideshow,
Thank
for
you,
allowing us to win it. Thank you, Alex Ross, for making amazing art.
That's right.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.